11 Alive News at 6 p.m. starts now.
We're coming on the air tonight with breaking news out of Jackson County. A man known throughout the community of Jackson gunned down in the middle of town. This man being identified as 72-year-old Calvin Varnum. Tonight we're learning more about him while the search is on at this hour for whomever pulled the trigger. 11 Alive's Teresa Bowles joins us now live from Commerce with what we know at this hour.
Jeff, Varnum was shot here outside of this Hardee's. Check out some of the damage to that restaurant. This is near where he would wave hello to everyone who passed by, and the community is devastated. Loved ones say Varnum would walk with a walking stick, grab a Coke, and eat at local restaurants all the time. Commerce police say around 7:30 this morning, Varnum was standing on the sidewalk in front of the restaurant on Homer Road. Chief Kenneth Harmon, tells us that the shooter drove up and talked with Varnum. Then Varnum was shot at least 5 times, and the shooter sped off. Varnum later died at the hospital. The Hardee's was left with bullet holes. Police say they feel this was targeted and that Varnum is a good Samaritan. It's Commerce Police's first homicide of the year, and the community who had gotten used to Varnum's greetings are at a loss.
Did somebody not take the time to get to know him, and did they just do this for no reason? And if they did know him, how could you know that man and hurt him? How could you hurt him like that?
Police are still looking for more information on the suspect. There will be a vigil for Varnum in a couple of hours across the street from that Hardee's. If you know anything, you're asked to reach out to Commerce Police. Live in Commerce, Teresa Bowles, 11 Alive News.
Right now, Commerce Police asking for your help in tracking down a vehicle believed to have been involved. You see it there, taken from surveillance video. It's a dark blue Dodge Journey. It was last seen driving north on Homer Road away from the downtown Commerce area. If you can help out, call Commerce Police, 706, the area code, and 335-1847. Happening today, the funeral for Nirvana Genesis Oliver, the 1-year-old who drowned earlier this month in a Sandy Springs pond. Nirvana was expected to turn 2 years old next month. Her family and supporters gathered today at Legacy Chapel in Jonesboro to honor her memory. Nirvana's mother, Asia Calabrese Lewis, now standing accused of murder. A shooting early this morning near Buckhead Village, sending 2 people to the hospital just before 3 a.m. in a parking lot along Peachtree Road, where it intersects with Roswell Road. We are told tonight by APD that the 2 men who were shot were friends trying to break up a fight at that time. One man shot in the stomach, the other man was shot in the leg, both taken to Grady for treatment. They are expected to survive. APD says the person who opened fire ran from the scene and at last check is not in custody. To keep yourself updated on breaking news when it happens, download the 11 Alive app. It's free in the App Store. On to meteorologist Nicole Hartford. Another day in late May and a little bit cooler. We are most welcome and most appreciative.
And it is going to get even cooler as we move into the start of the week. I mean, today was beautiful. We enjoyed a little sunshine, some cloud cover. This is our view right now out towards Rome, where we're seeing some of those clouds, and then also from the perimeter looking north towards the King and the Queen, where it is a picturesque afternoon, and it will be a really nice evening. Now, we have seen temperatures still on the warm side, a little below average, right around 79 degrees in Atlanta, and we got up to some low 80s today. But those temperatures are going to be getting much lower as we go into Monday and Tuesday. The reason is a cold front. The cold front moved through yesterday. It brought that line of showers and storms. Today, we didn't really feel much of an impact when it comes to our temperatures, but that cooler air will slowly continue to filter in as that front stalls down towards our south. It's also close enough that we're still seeing a couple spotty areas of rainfall across far north Georgia, and I'm not going to rule out an isolated shower as we continue through the evening and overnight tonight. Most of us, though, will end up staying dry. Your morning commute tomorrow, pretty similar story. Stray showers possible, but for most of us, don't really have to worry about that rainfall to start off the day. Temperatures tomorrow morning get down into the mid to low 60s across the area, but temperatures in the afternoon only warm up about 10 degrees, and it gets even cooler by Tuesday. I'll have those details coming up.
Within the last 2 weeks, we've seen several shootings around Metro Atlanta, which have garnered many headlines. And we have talked to those who have lost loved ones as a result. However, there is another group of victims, those who are uninjured, but the damage is emotional. all new tonight. Latasha Givens talked with homeowners in Lithonia who say that their homes have been shot at over the last few months. They feel like they're lucky to be alive, and now they are demanding some change, some solutions. It is a story you'll only see tonight on 11 Alive.
The homeowners we talked to say they've been very concerned about the recent shootings all around the metro, but now those shootings have made their way to their front door. Literally, they're empty nesters who've lived in their home for 30 years with no connection to crime, so they have no idea why someone will want to shoot at their house.
I heard a loud noise and then I heard glass breaking, and I said to my husband, "What's that?" And he says, "That's gunshot." But by the time he said that, one came through the front door.
And then I said, they're shooting up the house, they're shooting up the house. But I was still sitting here.
Judith and Everton Edwards say they narrowly missed bullets whizzing through their home on what was otherwise a quiet Monday night.
When the bullet come through, I just feel the wind pass my back.
They say their home was sprayed with bullets at every turn on both levels. The Edwards say they called police and were asked if any teens live with them. And after stating no, the Edwards say police said it was likely a case of mistaken identity. But they're not the only elderly couple in Lithonia to report their homes being shot at in recent months for no reason they can explain. These are pictures from a home in the Fairways community in Lithonia where bullets pierced through the window, the door, and the sides of their home. These shell casings were left out front. And in the Brookcrest community in Decatur, older homeowners sent 11 Alive pictures showing bullets that came flying in through their front door and some hitting their vehicle parked outside.
It made me feel pretty angry about it, pretty angry. We need to do something, so, you know.
They don't care about killing somebody. They don't even know the people's house they're shooting up.
And we reached out to police to get more information on these cases, but homeowners tell us they don't believe these cases are connected. Right now, they're just frustrated and afraid that the shootings could continue, and next time it could be worse. In DeKalb County, I'm Latasha Givens, 11 Alive News.
Happening tomorrow, we will learn what an independent autopsy discovered surrounding the death of LaShawn Thompson. The 35-year-old man died in September while being kept inside Fulton County Jail. His death was notable as it's alleged that he was eaten by insects, bedbugs. The autopsy findings will be made public during a news event at the state capitol. Members of Thompson's family, along with civil rights attorney, the noted Ben Crump, and Georgia NAACP President Gerald Griggs are expected to be there in attendance as well. We'll have coverage for you tomorrow on air and online. Caps and gowns were the attire today for two of Atlanta's HBCUs. Morehouse College marked its 139th commencement today. During the ceremony, the Legacy School celebrated its 3 valedictorians along with its large graduating class. Today's commencement speech came from Maryland Governor Wes Moore. Last year, the Democrat became his state's first ever black governor, and he used his remarks to deliver a simple message to the grads.
You must learn the path, because our future depends on it. In 100 years from now, a new generation of Morehouse men will be gathered right here, preparing to take their next steps. And the trail in front of them is going to be pioneered by you. You will be the rocks that they will stand on.
Hours ago, Spelman College marks its 136th commencement. This year's graduating class of 468 students included 4 valedictorians, a salutatorian, and also many more high-achieving graduates from all across the country. Among those receiving honorary degrees today were actress Tracy Ellis Ross and Pulitzer Prize-winning writer Nicole Hannah-Jones. We have more news coming your way. House Republicans say they won't lift the debt ceiling unless President Biden agrees to cut spending. But when we come back, we will examine whether the Republicans made the same demands when a Republican was in the White House. Stay with us.